Addiction is something so many people and so many families really deal with, but it is so difficult to find a solution. Barbara Nicholson Brown and Rick Bainey of the Art of Recovery Expo, they are here to talk about how they can help you find those solutions. Great to see both of you. September is National Recovery Month. Tell us about your mission and why you decided to start the Art of Recovery.
Started the expo 10 years ago with my late husband, both of us being in recovery. And we wanted to offer the community a venue where they could come and learn about all the resources that are available here in Arizona to them, from traditional treatment to professionals who work with all age groups. And it's an educational event as well as a fun event and a celebration of recovery.
Right, and Rick, you know, we were talking about this before the show. Addiction is a disease, and the stigma of it and all the things that are associated with it, the face of addiction even has changed.
Absolutely. It's not the stereotypical homeless person on the street.
Yeah.
It's the executive, it's the VP, it's the college student. So it's really about getting to the other side of a misunderstood perception.
Yeah, and understanding that it impacts the entire family.
Yes.
And that's what this expo is about, right? It's
Right.
about changing and transforming lives. Do you see a transformation at this expo? Do people change right there?
I think it's important to realize that with information, we're educated, and with the education we have more knowledge of what our choices are, and that creates change immediately.
Right, and the expo is September 19th, so walk us through some of the vendors who will be there and what people can expect.
We have over 110 exhibitors, and that will equal about 350 experts that'll be on hand to talk to anybody about any issue that they might want to discuss, from an eating disorder to a gambling problem, to drug and alcohol, to communication with parents and teens. There's a huge trend going on right now with heroin. It's resurging.
Yeah.
It's very cheap to get, and it can happen to anybody. And part of the mission, and the biggest part of the mission, is to help reduce the stigma of addiction and to have people understand it is a disease. Though it isn't curable, it is treatable.
But I will say you have to hit rock bottom a lot of times before the wake-up, light comes on. And for the two of you personally, when was that transition for you, and how did you feel in that moment?
I have been clean and sober 25 years, and when I hit that bottom, it was a very split second where something had to change. It wasn't a traditional intervention, but I just knew that I was to the point where I didn't want to live, and I was too afraid to die. And I lost my family and friends, and I was losing everything. I lost enough.
And Rick, you the same?
Yeah, pretty much. My bottom was a little different than Barbara's bottom. And I think that's important to realize. I have over 31 years in my own personal recovery, and and the bottoms look different. It doesn't have to be homeless, penniless, jobless, familyless. It can be, a higher functioning bottom, which is what the expo is here to teach people.
All right, well, let's get you to that expo. If you know a family member or friend who needs some advice or some encouragement or just needing to know where to start, let's get you to the Art of Recovery Expo. It is this coming Saturday, September 19th. It is from 10 to 5 at the Phoenix Convention Center. And here's the great part. It is free to the public. For more information, and if you would like to find out how you can be a part of this, call 602-685-1136. They also have a great website with even additional resources there for you, artofrecoveryexpo.com.